Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I am Mashiakasaurus, and we last left off on whatever the hell station that said on the bottom of the ocean, and this is the part of the game where the game sucks. And you'll see why. Don't worry. You'll understand. To quote from my Eternal Darkness LP, you too will come to understand fear as I have.
This is more suffering.
Fear, suffering, whatever. Okay, I must have already looted that one. We've got all Jedi with us.
How did you get in?
What?
Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
You missed it, didn't you? I don't dare move.
No,
just give me one
we
second.
have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold. The cell cath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Some must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere, and the cell cath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries. They're dead. All dead. They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them, so we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible. The sharks. The Ferox are out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left.
Hey, Android. Yeah, I agree. Subnautica is probably a better game, but you know, I like to
This
change
one's near
things
and
up.
dear to his heart.
Yeah. Also, this guy sounds like Neelix from Star Trek Voyager. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see here. I have to get into the station.
I locked the door so the cell cath won't get in. If you open it, we're all done for.
Oh, you have no idea how old I am, Android. I watched first season Next Gen when it was new. So.
He watched first gen Transformers when it was new.
Oh man, yes. No, 36. Nope, you're too low.
If you go in there,
But yeah, no, Transformers.
they're all dead. If you let anything go,
Thundercats.
you won't hear me mourning.
Yep,
You.
Transformers, Thundercats.
G.I. Joe.
Until some sort of real rescue.
What else was on when we were kids? Lots of garbage.
Yeah, lots of garbage. 43. That's pretty close. We'll just say 43 and leave it at that.
I just say 42 and I'm going to stay there. Doesn't matter. I can be 812. I'm still 42.
Okay. Well, I do like undersea bases. And kind of ironic, like, we were just playing Subnautica. Now we're playing, well, not ironic, but you know what I mean. It's water is a theme tonight. Okay, so yes, I agree, Android. They definitely look better in Subnautica, and you can build them yourself. Yeah, let's see here. They look like the twitchy prisoners from Arkham Asylum. Let's see what else they got here.
It's all gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and you got none. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. You got none.
Beep boop robots.
Oh, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Ah, crap. Ugh.
Whoa.
Did you get a
Whoa. Okay. Yes, he did.
Okay. You already got one, you're not getting another. Oh.
Yeah, let's get rid of his shields. Environment suit containment. Oh yeah, definitely overload the conduit that I'm working on.
That'll be a fun choice.
Okay. So apparently we can't open that door.
Ugh. Ow.
Hello, robots.
What?
Goodbye, robots. Okay. Are we doing this again? We're doing this again.
I'm here.
Okay, due to some kind of a bug, and I do not know what's causing it, sometimes I lose control of my main character. So, bear with me, we're going to have to pretend that we're Bastila for a bit. Insane Cellcath. Honestly, I've wanted to do this to these fish people since we got on this planet, so this is fine. And control is back. And it just does that randomly. And as far as I know, this is a glitch that's only found in this PC release, not on the console releases of the times. And actually, I don't think it ever happened to me.
I have no idea. Why are you up here? Why are you standing there? There's nothing up here.
My cat is trying to steal food.
Well, I don't even have any food, so I have no idea why he's up here. Does somebody want snuggles? Somebody wants snuggles. Oh, snuggle time. He's like, anything but snuggles.
Come on.
Anything but snuggles.
I'm here.
Have we done that again?
Who's so handsome? Who's my handsome little man? Who's my handsome little man?
Bastila somehow has vision that can go through walls.
If looks could kill, oh my god, I'd be dead. You're just glaring at me.
Okay, yeah, I already did that body. And no other bodies. No, cool. Alright. So this door right here.
Sterling.
And this one goes nowhere. There, that was easy. An equipment pack. Wow, one whole med pack. What good equipment that is. Let's go to the dead end passage first. No. Mine. Disable the damn mine. Which she couldn't even do because that our allies, geniuses that they are, ran right through the frickin' mine to get to their targets.
They will do that.
They will do that, and I wish they wouldn't.
Yeah, what can you do?
Foot Locker, we can get some shoes. Sonic emitter and scientist's memo.
Yes.
There. Show new items. Okay, yes, we got all this stuff. Scientist's memo. Okay. In response to those Phyraxian sharks outside, I managed to whip up a little something in one of the workrooms. This is a sonic emitter which should scare them off. The sound seems to work a lot better underwater than through the air, and if you fix it on the outside of an envirosuit, just push the button every time they get near and you'll have no problems. So I was wondering, when am I going to get that raise? Yeah, I'm sure you'll be getting a raise anytime soon. Okay. Now that that's done, let's head over here. That did a depressingly small amount of damage. Keeping him locked down pretty well. Yeah, he almost got a shot off on us. Didn't I disable the shields on that thing? Door, open. Okay. Whimpering locker. That sounds like it's... Oh god, envirosuit.
On it. Done. On it. Done.
Okay.
Is somebody out there? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come need me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Not here. I'm safe behind my walls.
Are you a reporter from the 1920s? What's with that voice?
Investigate. You're just like the others. Order for the self-calf. Walk and fish next. Chomp, chomp, chomp. If you can run, you might be fast food. I started killing everybody. I locked myself. I'm safe in here. Nothing can happen. No fishing. Don't know. Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We found the ground but survived. Fishy fishies though, they just got hungry. No, that's what the others said. Mercenaries like you, but they did. Some can't eat them. Lunchy munchy. Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive, or where the KOTOR is. Few fishies there, but many fishies in between the water. No, only the one.
Wow.
Bye-bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
What a scoop! Okay. I have my reasons for backtracking here. Mainly that the next part sucks, and I don't want to do it just yet. So let's go back to this hallway and head down the paths we didn't take.
Oh, really? to be like, I want
A
food.
faulty patrol
I'm so
droid.
hungry. You're not. You had.
A
you were
plasma grenade.
good. You are good.
A pressure door. And a door we can't open.
On it. Done.
Okay. Well, that was easy. Who wants lunch? You want lunch? Go to the new shawarma place.
You need to stop. Oh my god, it's not the end of the world. You got your treat.
There's more droids
You're
down there,
good.
but we'll deal with that in a second. First, let's kill this insane person who's probably innocent. Guys? Guys?
What? Yeah, you're sick.
That was weird. Once again, lost control of my character for a bit. I'm wondering if it happens when I try to... Oh, come on.
Yes?
Yes, Sterling, I hear you.
Energy projector. There.
What?
Yes, we still hear you.
Okay. Honestly, kind of looks boring out there. You need to have cool thermal vents and shit. I'm wondering if the problem with controls happens if I try to attack something and then that something dies before I'm able to reach it.
Take that!
Good old Jolie, our heavy frontline combatant. Ugh. Jolie Bindo is a caster type character.
He really wants whatever he thinks he wants.
I have a cat now trying to sit on my lap while I play the game. Pressure door.
He's just buttering you up for reasons.
It's because Sterling loves his daddy. Okay. Cool, just a bit of random loot. I can dig it. Thanks for triggering that mind boss, though. Aren't you supposed to be, like, a master strategist or something?
I think she lied on her application.
What can I do?
Apparently. And once again, I'm forced to change characters. There's another pressure door.
What?
Okay.
I'm here.
Another sonic emitter.
What? I'm here.
Oh man. I wish I knew what was causing that. Okay. Items received.
What?
If I go over and open this footlocker again, will you magically give me my controls back? Nope.
What can I do?
Okay, no delaying it any further. Okay. This sucks so much. This is our speed in these aquatic areas.
Who's there? You're not Cellcast, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
I'm Busty
The
Gazongas.
Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcaps killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcaps swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcaps. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay. I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KOTOR harvester they built on the edge of the Hackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcap mutants running around looking for dinner. I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KOTOR harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Cellcap. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Okay, I'll be there in a second. Oh my god. By the way, you can't fight in the environment suit like this. No pew-pews. Oh, damn. So this door definitely leads to somewhere in that other part of the facility. I'm going to explore a little, painful as it is. Friggin' vroom here. A welded door. Well, why did you give me the option to open it if it was welded shut? Oh my god. Ah, loot. The only real purpose for being down here. I love how they just kind of slow down when you click on something to interact with it. And it looks like there's nothing down there. Okay. Let's go back to the station. Another hour or so and we'll be there. Just got hung up on terrain. By the way, if you're planning on playing this and you're using the Steam version, I believe in the Steam Workshop for this game, there is a mod that makes the aquatic suit move at a sped up rate. So, you know, you don't have to do it the hard way like I am.
You're just choosing to.
I'm giving you guys the authentic experience. Yeah.
AKA you were too lazy to do it.
Now I'm giving you the authentic experience of this, but, you know, I cheated my stats to make the combat easier and stuff. So, you know.
So authentic in asterisks.
Yeah, very large asterisks. Filled with gao. That's a weird name for them. I would have called them sharks. Whatever is over here. Oh, I'm gonna save. It's just because I don't want to suddenly die in this section and have to redo all of this. So, I mentioned we can't fight, but we do have a sonic emitter. Which does that. And yeah, it just insta-kills the sharks, making them no problem at all. you know, you introduce a tough challenge and then you introduce a way to trivialize it. That's good game design. I saw you sneaking up there in front of me. Ooh, a nerve amplifier belt. I can amplify my nerves. This section's gonna get on all of them. Yes, I know, they're sharks, game. I get it. I can't just shoot them from infinity away. See, this is the true way of the Jedi, is slaughtering innocent animals that are just trying to survive. That's the Jedi code. Okay, let's get out of whatever this is. Okay. Yes, exactly what I wanted you to do.
Did you break it again? It broke.
Let's,
What did you do?
It's not what I did. My controls stopped responding. In the past, I've fixed that by switching to a different character and using them until it fixed itself. But this time, I can't do that because I'm running around solo. Okay. So saving, exiting, and reloading fixed it.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
60 seconds to complete the pressurization. 54 seconds to complete the pressurization.
No. The Firaxa will get us. No, the Selkath are coming. No!
No! No! Ah!
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Frax and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me.
Sammy and
I
I.
thought we were the only ones left.
Come on, proper
We were the
grammar. I know that
Cellcath
this
outside the
is
doors
like
every
a
once in a
horror
while.
segment, but
Strange
come on.
Noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
Are you guys peeing? What's with the tinkling sound there?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Cellcaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Well, I've seen your mug. I turn on
May have
YouTube.
been. Maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift. It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the KOTOR vent. That might explain a few things too.
Yeah, it really might.
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the KOTOR. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With KOTOR as a food source.
And all those other Firaxan sharks, those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
Okay.
I don't know. It must still be out there.
Out there, waiting for us.
The
What
Firaxan
can I
sharks
do?
have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do. The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the KOTOR.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do. You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxan drove all the Cellcath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main KOTOR harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxan shark.
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift. You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million Sangin, a liquid at about 4 million Sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water. Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the KOTOR. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, The shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the KOTOR. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Okay. So... I guess this is just to go out to where the harvester is. But obviously we gotta loot everything first. Yes. Ban cryogrids. Yeah, I see it. God, she's so annoying. Go. Are you kidding? Okay. Sigh.
Did you break it again?
Let's try it a third time.
That's a charm.
Okay. Oh, and there was lockers. Okay, so I guess I want to take this airlock here. Oh wait, this is the same place. It's just the other end of it. I don't know how, but I know it's your too full. Okay. But what's the store over here? And much as I'd like to stick around here with Sharky Shark and the Funky Bunch, I'd like to not be underwater as much as possible. Oh, this is where you guys are. Frog legs so fine. Hoppers is the place you should dine. Anyone who does not get that reference, I pity you.
I've actually had frog legs. They are not that good.
Yeah, I'm not fond of frog legs. Okay, access fuel tank pressure controls. Alright. Unstable at 4 million Sengen. Okay, great. Okay. The injector pod holds 3. The container pod holds 5. Alright. Now, transfer from container to injector. That'll leave 2. Now, yeah, dump the injector. And we got 2. Here. Wait, no, that's it. Hooray! It kerploded! Hooray! My controls don't work. Again. This is quite the experience, let me tell you. People totally gonna be doxing me from the stuff on my desktop. Joke's on you guys, that's the stuff I want you to see. Cool. The Stronce Beast has allowed us to pass. Varoom. I hate this dungeon so much because of these segments. They're very annoying. I mean, I know it didn't seem like it took much time, but I kind of knew where to go and stuff. And there's more stuff down here that I chose not to explore. I can't tell if these plates are meant to represent damage to this bridge or if they're just like assets that are not correctly positioned. Either is possible with this game. I do have to say, like, I'm a huge fan of what Obsidian did with the sequel to this. It's a shame that it ended up getting pushed out the door in essentially an unfinished state, and they weren't allowed to patch it. But, you know, that was years and years ago, and it's since been patched, and by fans, and by fans I mean, you know, former studio employees who just chose to do it out of the kindness of their hearts. And
Yes?
it's just a really good game. Feet. Okay. Yeah, well, no, we'll give you toughness, because you could use some more hit points. Sorry, like, what do they call them? Vitality points. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Master Valor. Master Flurry. Master level speed is really good. Because it adds attacks. So I will do that. Okay, so we rescued the thing and did the thing, and now it's time to get out of here. And I'm sure that nothing will happen to us on the way out.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
How did you get down here?
Those Republic subs are the only way to reach the ocean floor? Malik and Revan found a way down here long before the Rackard station was built. I acquired a ship and followed the same route Revan and my master used on their own journey. Then it was simply a matter of waiting for you to return for the star map. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No, then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
I wish I could call this guy Darth Tantrum, but he unfortunately that name is taken by the other Darth Tantrum from okay. Wow, super difficult fight, guys.
You can call him Dark Egyptian.
You guys didn't get to see the cutscene, unfortunately, where this guy first appeared because at the time OBS just did not want to play nice with
Or how about Darth Hissy?
Darth Hissy I could take. OBS did not want to play nice with the not that great looking. Anyway, OBS was not playing nice with the cutscenes because of the video encoding that they use. It's a problem that you sometimes get with games this old. I had a similar issue when we were doing Jedi Knight. So we didn't get to see him show up. His first appearance, he killed a technician on his own ship that was just working at a panel for no reason. Like the guy didn't talk to him or in any way interact with him at all, and he wasn't like annoyed with him because the guy had just come into the room. He just decided to kill him and blow up a terminal for no reason, and everybody was just like, whatever. So yeah, did not impress me none.
I'm here.
Seriously?
And you need?
What?
Seriously.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility? Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto? It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors? Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged? No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that, I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
I literally never told you anything about the star map.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future. Greetings once. Should this truth be told,
Okay.
then I shall...
One more time.
Is it having the hissies?
It is. Okay. Now, we do still have a dangling plot thread. What, you gonna arrest me again? Yep, they're gonna arrest me again.
You deserve it.
Manan, you're literally the worst planet in this game. Hot courtroom drama. You guys got some loose fucking fishy lips, let me tell you.
Is he just spilling alt beans?
Okay. Man, I love going to court and explaining myself after every action I take. Why can't they just accept my extrajudicial actions?
Joey, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls.
Ask them to put up a poster then.
Doing.
Yeah.
God.
The role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
This room has more than 4 walls, by the way.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. I don't know what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I knew it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms?
Try.
Killer, I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove
Did you pay
that I
hush
wasn't the
money?
killer. Go ahead, ask.
So,
That made the stuff.
So the truth is that I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
So he's guilty.
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do? You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved to die. If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Auto City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines? No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KOTOR in danger. No, I won't. Look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KOTOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Joey. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
Okay. So now we actually have
You Perry Mason his ass.
an interesting moral dilemma. This guy is definitely guilty of murder. We have to defend him in court, but we know that if we know he actually did it. We also know that if he's found guilty, then more people will suffer for it. Since I'm playing a goody two-shoes, I'm going to just spill the whole beans, but there's a number of different ways this can play out. Let's do the trial.
This is the will of the court, but it doesn't feel like justice to me.
Oh, sorry. No!
Whoops. Oh well. Not exactly my fault. Or maybe it is. Oh, this guy. I was supposed to get back to him ages ago.
You think the Republic is trying to steal the KOTOR, perhaps? An odd thing for the Republic to do, no?
They explicitly told you, Jolie, that that's exactly what they were doing. Okay, yeah, you keep it under wraps. I've already told the authorities everything, but yeah, you keep it a secret, buddy. Where the hell is the exit? Okay. I think there may still be more quests on this planet, but frankly, I'm tired of dealing with these fishmen.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes. I want to stop Malik as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah,
extremely.
I'm old and stubborn, but I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers.
Jolie,
And a really wicked drinking problem.
Jolie, like, you frustrate me sometimes with your wishy-washiness and refusing to, like, give a straight answer on anything, but you are definitely the best of the Jedi characters in this game. I mean, not counting the player character, of course. Of course I do, BioWare, of course. Come on, boys. Okay. So... okay, it's this way. Time to put this cool-looking but extremely annoying planet behind us.
How can I help? Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side. But it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
I mean, that's obvious, but...
I don't know. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. Perhaps you can help me. And I will try to help you if I can. Hopefully this will all work out for the both of us. And for the sake of the mission.
Yay! Let's go have some conversations with some other peeps.
Got something on your mind? You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty. As sad as that fact makes me, justice had to be done. Doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches. Got something on... I don't want to talk about that. Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way.
Fine. We'll discuss your wife some other time or something. Canderous, why don't you regale us with some
what
of
do you
your
want?
war stories?
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
Okay.
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
I want a basilisk war droid.
But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. Yeah, what do you want? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover, but that was a mistake. The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on the side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Oh, Candace, I love your stories.
Yeah, what do you... I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan. For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces,
Tell me
keeping us
you're
to
a
the outer
badass.
rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. Yeah, what do you... I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly, so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We raised whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice. Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition. I had no time or patience for cowards. They deserve to be hunted down and exterminated like vermin. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later. Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. Yeah, what do you...
Yeah, tell us about...
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us. There was no one else. The entire Republic had committed its forces behind Revan. The Sith had retreated back to their empire, and there were none else strong enough to challenge us. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Yeah, what do you... The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it. There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now. Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on the bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. Yeah, what do you...
Okay, so...
Your choice.
That's all of his stories up to this point. I do want to take a look at my lightsaber. Keen That one's not bad. And Sigil. What's Sigil do? +1 to hit, +1d6 energy damage. We'll just call that good. So, Canderous actually made a mistake in one of his stories, but it's a detail that I can't explain without spoiling something from later in this game. So, I'm not gonna call it out just yet. Let's go to Yevon's. Okay, OBS did that thing where it completely died on hitting a cutscene.
As it likens to do. I'm not sure why it does that.
It looks like the autosave is the closest one.
You're gonna have to go through all that dialogue again?
I don't have to, no.
May I have a moment?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not have to sit through all that dialogue because that was all optional.
No, you'll just have to redo it.
We've heard his stories, and Bastila's situation with her mother is all cleared up, so we don't have to revisit any of her stuff. From now on, her stuff is optional too, so we're okay. Yeah, Meph, OBS crashed, and I had to restart it because of a cutscene. And it's probably going to do it again here, and that's unfortunate because the cutscene that follows is important plot-wise. So, let me go ahead. I am going to fix up my lightsaber. Where was it? This one right here. Okay, I'm gonna take a save. And we're gonna travel. Ah, cool. Okay.
What's going on? Fifth interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us in the hyperspace.
By immediately killing the
They're caught in their
cutscene.
tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karras' vessel. I own it.
Okay. Third time's the charm here. I'm going to try to cancel out of any video cutscenes before they happen. Whoa, what did I just do? All right, travel. Okay.
What happened? What's going on?
Fifth interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Carrott's vessel.
And let's skip that video.
Admiral Carrot taught me everything I know about being a soldier.
Whew.
Legend in the Republic fleet. And a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, Saul Carrot's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day and my wife died in the Sith bombardment. I'm not gonna do anything stupid and I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. We can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
So, this is where we get to choose one character to solo this.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
So, now we get to pick any one of our characters that we have with us. I'm going to choose HK-47 because he's awesome.
Statement. My construction includes a reserve memory chip and backup power supply that automatically kicks in if I have been shut down too long. Deactivate my main circuits and wipe my memory chip. The Sith will take me to the junk heap, and I can come rescue the rest of you after I reactivate. Answer. That is possible. My reserve power supply is a prototype yet to be tested, yet I can attempt this task if you wish.
Okay.
Hold on. They're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander. Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery. We found a disabled hunter-killer droid in the back of the ship. Excellent. We can reprogram.
How do you know it's a hunter-killer droid?
Wipe its memory chip and take it to the salvage shop. The technicians will deal with it later.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I would kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist, or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are. You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord will probably reward me if I just kill you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you. You mean, oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself.
The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malik is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question him. Malik will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Kath will suffer.
Oh my god.
Don't care.
This is like a dream come true. You're giving me a gift.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained? Very well. This is the
Second start of the right, straight up to the morning.
Enough. You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malik knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
That's a shame.
I'd like to have a reaction of yawn, stretch, combo, and just look at him like, are we done yet?
Let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is why we are winning this war. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malik and our Sith Armada?
Easter candy.
Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
Maybe I do!
Listen, can you not hear him?
Suck it up, you weenie!
You can spare him further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you? Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! I beg you! Mercy! No!
I am surprised he did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malik arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malik arrives.
Okay.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Kath. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost. Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zahn. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Yeah.
Saul mentioned that Lord Malik was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information.
I confess something. There was a moment, just a moment. Part of me was hoping that you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
Then he would have tortured you more just to hear you sing,
I'm sorry.
you little bitch.
I've known Admiral Kareth a long time, and I think you're right. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malik arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malik is coming.
Well, then we better hope HK-47 busts us out of here before he arrives.
Well, where is HK-47?
He's at the droid bar having a few drinks. It's like these meatbags want me to save them.
Let's level him up a bit. So looks like we don't have any of our equipment, which makes sense, but it is unfortunate. Maybe some new... Okay, we've already got... What's that, a stun ray? Oh, no, we've already got an advanced stun ray. Let's add a flamethrower then. Okay, droid. Okay. Okay, heavy plating type 2. Looks like the best of what we've got. We do have an advanced flamethrower. Okay.
Powering weapons.
There we go. I guess let's follow our friend. He probably knows where he's going. We've got no computer spikes, so we can't do anything with this. HK-47 is not much of a hacker. Well, now we've got a couple. We can at least We can at least take a look at... That's fine that we lost some items. Haha, I got the key. I don't know why they're carrying around a bunch of insane Rhodians. Just a few more hours. You can see why I prefer to slice in. Also, doing this can destroy contents of containers. Easy. Now we've got some grenades. Okay, yes, stop trying to draw my attention to the fact that there's an insane Rhodian. I know that already. Okay, so we found the elevator. medical supplies. Hey, it's a bunch of stuff that we can't use because we're a robot. Let's just waltz into the detention area.
You may be a droid, but when this is all over, I'm gonna see the Republic gives you a medal for your part in this. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord. Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
That's true, Carth. You can come, but don't let your hatred of Sol Karath jeopardize our true mission, getting the Ebon Hawk safely off the Leviathan. You better come with me and Carth. The others can find their way on their own, but we might run into trouble. We'll need you and your powerful Force abilities to deal with it. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
Okay. Yeah, just give me all of that. Wow, you guys just got dressed in a hurry. What do you got here? Nothing left that's really worth investing in. I mean, I guess I could go down the implant route. It's probably the best for him. Oh, right. I'll do that. Awareness +4, immunity to critical hits, and a bunch of bonuses. Immunity poison, wisdom +5, that's probably the best one. We'll take immunity to mind affecting and poison. Yeah, that looks about right. And what do we got here? Saves, reflex +3. Ton of skill bonuses. Fortitude +3. Sound dampening stealth unit. We actually don't need that anymore. I'll go with reflexes +3. Now we're decked out. Jog on down here.
This is Canderous. We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry, we'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
Okay. On that note, guys, let's go ahead, and I think that's about it for tonight. So next time, plot twist, maybe? And we'll visit the final planet and get our last star map. Maybe I don't know how long it'll take to get there, but you know, stuff will happen next time on KOTOR. If you're new to the channel, these games run in rotation. So the next time I stream, it's not going to be KOTOR. It's probably going to be Oblivion, and we skipped over the Fallout games this week just because we weren't feeling it, but we'll definitely be adding those back into the mix as well. And we've got Batman and Skyrim and
Now
definitely
Subnautica.
Subnautica's coming back, so no worries there.
No Man's Sky is on hiatus for a bit.
Yeah, No Man's Sky I'm probably gonna put a hold on for a bit in favor of Subnautica. But until then, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see ya.